According to Megumi.
Ciao and benvenuto to my first mukbang on According to Megumi. So, I wanted to show you the whole ensemble. I am back in my Valentino and it's raining today, so I figured there wouldn't be so many people. So anyway, I am still ordering carb-free. I know the whole menu here, but there are only so many options that I can eat. But anyway, it's the same thing that I always got. So I would like 4 scallops on the shell. And so the scallops are here. And I would like 0.2 liters of vino bianco. Okay, thank you. So here are the scallops. And there's always background noise, like with the harbor and people with their boats and people talking. So I have my ear pod in. So these are the best scallops in Opatija, because I've had scallops everywhere here. I have my ear pod in, so I'm sure you can hear me munching. And in mukbang, I always wondered how people would eat and talk without their mouths open, right? But mukbang started in Korea, South Korea, and it means live broadcast or broadcast eat. And it didn't actually start out as this gazillion calorie thing, because broadcast eat doesn't mean that you have to consume 4,500 calories in each meal. So I'm not going to do that. And but anyway, I was like, how do these people eat with their mouths or talk while eating? And as it turns out, in Korean culture, Middle Eastern culture, and lots of cultures, it's considered just a completely happy and acceptable thing. And it's only in certain Western cultures where you can't. So this is exactly 0.2 liters of white wine, Vino Bianco. If it was 3 liters, it would have been up to here. But anyway, she poured me the glass. So, cheers, chin. And I love this dish, and I also ordered it because it's easy to eat. It doesn't take all day like a salad. It's just all this garlicky goodness. And of course it comes with, bread that I won't touch, of course. Most of my carb calories on Metabolic Renewal, you can have 200 grams of carbs. I'm not doing any counting, like heavily, but since I eat pre-packaged things like pre-packaged rice with beans or quinoa or whatever, it says what the net carbs are. So anyway, I'm not doing it religiously, but I save most of my carbs for, you got it, wine. And I've still managed to lose weight, as you can totally see from episode 2, still drinking wine almost every day. I love these cloudy days in spring because my allergies in Opatija, you can't see the trees towards the sea. But if I were to show you this side of Lingomaya, oh my God, trees everywhere. And so many different kinds of trees. So the allergies are not just the sinuses, but the other day I had itchy skin. Because apparently pollination happens from wind. And I guess it was a windy day and somebody was cutting trees or grass or something. And I had such itchy skin. So now I walk around with like a tiny little steroid allergy pill called Ventolin that they have in Italy that they don't have in Croatia. So that was yummy. Finished. And I'm waiting now for my my calamari with Swiss chard. That's good. I'm getting my carbs in before my the last of the series of 10 skinny treatments, because I buy packages of 6. But one of the treatments is my face, which is the Accent Prime Ultrasound Radio Frequency. You know, you melt away the fat here and maybe here, and then you lift up with radio frequency. Ultrasound melts the fat, and then radio frequency is to stimulate collagen and to lift up or whatever motion. So anyway, I'm getting my last, my 11th and 12th treatments. I've done 2 on the face, and then I'm doing my whole abs and then the back. So my body just goes in cycles here, you know. I get fat at the restaurants, and then I get skinny at Sonia's business. And so before the last treatment, I wanted to get my carbs in. Ooh, people showed up, so I'll stop talking now because there's a table. So, the calamari is here. Okay, thank you. So, this is grilled calamari and Swiss chard. And normally Swiss chard comes in like a dish, and you know, Swiss chard is just, you know, kind of like a hearty but healthy dish. And it's usually, I mean, honestly, I've never had Swiss chard here, but I've never had it plated this way. So I guess they're probably making everything prettier for Foodie TV and according to Megumi on YouTube. So anyway, here we go. And I'm so excited. This is my last meal before the skinny treatment. And let me show you. Hold on. I'll go back to camera. There's an American table that's sitting next to me. And, you know, I knew it was lunchtime, but what can I do, right? There's only so many outside tables. Huh? Yummy. I love Swiss chard, and it's so nice to have the confirmation that it's made with olive oil instead of butter. This is a really yummy dish. At Fresco, they make everything for me, but grilled calamari, because grilling it makes their grill icky, and so they can't clean it afterwards or it'll take forever and they'll lose other business. So there I get fried calamari. But I love grilled calamari, and it's so much better for you. So, food for thought. you know, I really don't think that anyone has to eat such a ridiculous amount of food on those mukbang videos because they're probably all bulimic. I eat the tentacles too. Crunchy. So, my Croatian teacher was telling me that I should start also vlogging and talking about how old I am and all the treatments that I get. So she's like, you have to tell everyone you're 47. And of course I tell everyone I'm 47. So I had just gotten for the second time my lips filled by Sonia's brother at Anti-Aging Markuchik. And he also, there are these 2 lines that children and also I have, but I had them filled because when you're younger, they're more elevated, but it wasn't as skinny and high as I like it, but the lips are good. So next time I'll save the, I think it's called Bellatrip or something. It's a filler. It's not Restylane, but it's Bellatrip. I'll post it. I'll just do a screenshot of it. So anyway, I'll save it just for the lips next time.
Yeah, can I do that? Yeah. Okay, yeah, thank you. What you say more? Oh, and then the vegetable side.
And Sonia's brother injects the dentist numbing injection here, and inside my mouth, and then uses some candula inside my lips. And other than the numbing shot, it's not painful at all.
No. Thank you so much.
A filler is really tricky. You can't just get it done anywhere because if they don't take your time and they just do things with a needle and they're not watching, you're just gonna look, have a duck face like everybody else. So, Botox, like here, you can't go wrong. I don't get Botox anywhere else. But if you were to do Botox on your forehead or your brows, it can go bad too. Like I just saw this photo of a woman where one eye is surprised and the other is like sleepy and droopy. So you will have to pay attention to where you go. So I'm going to finish my calamari now. So good. It's really not greasy at all. They have multicolored pepinero and Himalayan salt, but I'm going low on salt. And the olive oil in Croatia is quite good. Lots of people that I know, their family produces their own olive oil or their own wine and a lot of their own veggies. I'm going to take a break off camera, because there's another table of people and it takes me hours to eat. So I'm almost done with my calamari and Swiss chard. I thought that I might possibly not finish it. I think I will. But I wanted to let you know that in Croatia, the portions are not quite American size, but almost American size and like double Italian size. And you can get things to go wrapped up if you don't finish it. It's totally acceptable. It's not like Europe or like Italy where they would frown upon you. They probably wouldn't frown upon it now because, you know, so many places are only open legally for takeaway and delivery. But before, it's like people literally pretended they were going to give it to their dogs. But you don't have to do that in Croatia. I'm having the Swiss chard first, because if I get full, I can take the calamari to go. But after my skinny treatment, I'm not going to have potatoes. You didn't hear it because I have my ear popped up. There was like a seagull that made some crazy sound. The seagulls are quite noisy here. You know, when I was in my 30s living in LA, I would trail run for 3.5 hours and eat Panda Express orange chicken and In-N-Out. And, you know, the trail running would negate the eating, right? But at post, I would say 43, I couldn't do that anymore. So I have to eat less and exercise less. And long distance running apparently raises cortisol, your stress hormones, which turns into belly fat. I really had a taste for something sweet this morning. So I had an oatmeal at Urban Garden, which is like those little smoothie bowls, which was good. It's not too sweet at all because the sugar comes from like agave. And if I wasn't doing metabolic renewal, or if I didn't just fit right back into my Valentino, I would get a panna cotta here. They have a panna cotta with fruit. That's so good. It's a white panna cotta. Because I hate like a caramel panna cotta or like a panna cotta with chocolate, but I've invested far too much into getting skinny enough for my Valentino and my Sandro Paris dress and, you know, feeling good about how I appear on camera to ruin it. I won't let the concept of mukbanging ruin me to become some mukbang star because I'm such a slow eater. I never would have been able to pull it off. The average mukbang broadcast is like 45 minutes, ongoing, nonstop. And I took many pauses on this video, so it just wasn't meant to be for me. I do have to go to Korea one day for skinny treatments and like a whole overhaul and all that. And a Korean designer dog. But for as long as Jelly Bean is alive, I'll be here in Milan and get around by train or car in Europe. So guess what? I'm almost done. I'm so happy. The terraces are back open at restaurants. I was eating salads in a bag at Consume ever since this, maybe before this 1 week lockdown. The biggest problem is that Fresco closed because the high school kids don't go to school, and so they're closed. And the whole time I got so fat, last time, it's not that there was a lockdown, but because school stopped, Fresco closed. So every day I was eating Istranca, Veloce by Rocco, and Romero, and that's how I got so fat. Maybe Rouge Marine will be open now, and I can get Rouge Marine delivery. By definition, Romero bread and burger. I mean, there's really nothing on the menu. Even the quinoa salad with the chicken is not so light. It's delicious. But it doesn't maintain my metabolic renewal thing. But I could have, their pork chops are so yummy. But the barbecue sauce is really sweet. Or maybe I can get their signature rosemary ribeye and their Swiss chard. And it'll be, lean enough. So, anyway, I'm so pleased the restaurants are back open. The Consume salad in a bag was getting old, but I'm still going to keep buying it because the inventory changes based on who's here. And if I stop buying it and other people aren't buying it, they could stop carrying it. The tourist season has kind of begun with the taxi boats are open. There are Americans here. So hopefully they'll continue to sell the salad in the bag. So look. I finished my dish. I'm ready for my final skinny treatment at Sonia's place. And this will be my, I wouldn't say last restaurant meal for 3 days because as long as I don't have carbohydrates, and they know that I have to adhere to a strict diet because I'm back on TV. The restaurants will probably accommodate me. Before, according to Megumi on Foodie TV, they weren't like so accommodating in Europe. You can't be like, oh, I would like this on the side and blah, blah, blah. Because sometimes they don't speak English or they don't get the concept. But now, thanks to according to Megumi, I can order things my way. Like at Burger King or like in America. So, manifest the opening of all of the restaurants and Fresco so I can maintain my, not newfound, but my refound skinniness. Until next time on According to Megumi, ciao ciao!